Joining us now, retired U.S. Army National Guard Major General John F. King. Sir, wonderful to have you this morning. Thank you. So, Russia's saying it's revising now its position on a peace deal after claiming Ukraine attacked Putin's presidential residence. Is this likely fabricated or exaggerated to undermine some recent diplomatic momentum we've seen? What is your read?
Good morning, Kelly. This is a typical Russian playbook. As they start seeing, they're trying to position themselves to be in a better negotiation position. I think us as Americans, administration clearly understands that. And so this is typical by par. This is the typical playbook that the Russians consistently use across all types of negotiations.
Yeah, and that seems to be the idea reigning supreme now. So does this then have the ability to derail progress that's been made thus far? Perhaps these talks altogether. We know the president has threatened to walk away and let these two sides figure this out on their own.
I don't think so, Kelly. I think the president is focused. He's got the administration in the United States focused behind ending this war and coming out with a solution that both sides can live with. They might not like, but they at least can live with. And that's the focus, end the bloodshed.
Right. You know, the president has expressed outrage at this alleged attack while also framing Russia as interested in a prosperous Ukraine. What is the tightrope he's walking right now in light of this update to keep these conversations, this momentum going?
I think this is the president. President Trump is a negotiator. He understands these tactics and all kinds of negotiations that he's had in the past. Look, just the reports this morning, look at all the number of negotiations taking place across the world. The administration has got their hands full, but I think they're not surprised by any of this. This is going to be a tough negotiation. The bloodshed has been tremendous. Both nations, I think, are literally exhausted. But pride and ego, President Putin will, I don't think he's ready to make negotiation. Only when the United States starts putting some real pressures on the Russians will they be forced to come to the table.
Yeah, well, I have to ask you because Putin's intentions in all of this seem to be a major sticking point. So many saying that he isn't ready to sit down and make a deal. His intentions haven't changed. He wants this region. It's also being forecast now that Russia's economy is headed for some rough road ahead. Prices for Russian oil plummeting over these sanctions. That's what's on the horizon here. Will that be enough of a squeeze to get him to the negotiating table? And if a deal's done, will he stick to it?
Kelly, I think the Russian people are incredibly tough and hard. They've been through tough times before. It's part of their psyche as a country. I don't think that's going to be enough. I think it's going to be tremendous pressure, not only from the United States, but from Europe, and also putting pressure on China. All of these are part of the negotiations taking place, and only when Mr. Putin is ready will there be, I think, peace. And I think the president is going to be exhausted after a while of giving all these provisions to President Putin, and until that changes, I think we're still going to be stuck in this hellhole that these two countries are in.
I wanted to switch gears just for the last minute here. The president on Monday warning they'll be held to pay if Hamas doesn't disarm. That he said as he met with the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu at Mar-a-Lago. What do you see ahead for this ceasefire, especially given that both sides are now claiming violations?
This is, this again, another very tough negotiation. I think into troops, especially Arab troops, can be introduced to separate both warring parties. When we have some stability, there has to be what we call an implementation force to separate the combatants. Then we can start getting the process of rebuilding Gaza and getting some level of normalcy. But until those parties can be separated, and they can only be separated when Hamas disarms.
Yeah, and what does the political future look like? That's a big question mark in all of this as well. Major General John F. King, a pleasure, sir. Thank you.